Out here for the daily walk with Sweet Cheeks in this beautiful winter day. We got hoodies, but I'm kind of sweating under here. That's what we got here in Southern California. It's gonna be 80 on Sunday, and it's like February 17th today, or 18th or something like that. Yeah, it's getting pretty toasty under here, but the wind is cold. I love it. The weather's freaking beasted up here. Anyways, I want to come on here while I'm on the daily walk. I want to start getting used to coming up with the subject. Now, I know it's a 2-mile walk. I do dedicate it to her and us time. And of course, I'm here with my beauties, my other beautiful ladies that are up in the front. Got my daughter, my wife, Pen, and Boo Boo. But I do also want to take advantage of this walk and kind of do, daily thoughts during the walk. I don't know. I don't need to come up with the title, but it'll be fun. And it's not going to be during the whole walk. It'll be part of the walk. The first 5, 10, 15 minutes, whatever feels right. And then I'll enjoy the second part of the walk, which gives me a reason to kind of bring up today's topic. Today's topic is why I enjoy the walk and kind of the mindset that I adapted to as I went. As I keep on becoming a better fur baby parent every day. I've come a long way. I was from when I was a kid and I had a dog then, till now. We don't have to go till way back when, but I've learned a lot. I mean, we're at a point now where we're tracking macros for our dogs. We cook for them. They get cooked. My wife cooks for them, feeds them. Turkey, vegetables, vitamins and probiotics, and they get breakfast in the morning with fruits and powders that are good for their teeth and gut health, and we take care of all that. Certain vitamins and minerals, I guess you could say, that help them with their allergies or just their itchies that they get. Floppy ear itchies, under the arm itchies, and it helps. It really does. I mean, you get like their fur is just amazing. They, the infamous, smell like dog. They don't really, or I don't know, maybe they do, and just because I love them so much, they don't smell. But the point I'm making is that I'm continuously kind of evolving and learning, and the same topics I'm telling you, it goes the same. You become better, your world becomes better. You change your habits, your life becomes better. You elevate your habits, your life becomes elevated. Because it's not just, I'm going to make my habits better so I can be better at work. Or get better so you can make more money. That's a common one. How do I make more money? Start working on yourself. Yeah, I'm doing it to work on. I work on myself. Why? Because I want to make more money. The thing about it is when you open up and say, you know what? I just want to be better. So you take that better version of you everywhere you go. In this case, I've become a better dog owner. And then, of course, I try to use, cute terms, fur baby, dad, and all that good stuff. But ultimately, it's a dog owner. You always do your best. Everybody does their best with the information they have. Well, what about trying to have some better information or more information and apply it? That's when it gets uncomfortable, but with discomfort comes growth. One of the latest things that I was having a tough time understanding it, and I didn't know what approach to take, and it was my wife that helped me. I was like, Sweet Cheeks is my third Rottweiler, and I've always had this trouble with getting them to dominate the walk. I've talked about it here before. It's just being able to walk right next to me, like Boo Boo does with my wife and Pen does with my daughter. They're just like right there. And I've always, now that I kind of understand and, like I said, became better and continue to become better, my wife helped me realize that, Sweet Cheeks is medium energy. She's an explorer. And who's the walk for? Well, it's me being responsible and filling her needs. So really the walk is for her. Then, of course, I get to enjoy it, and then we get to enjoy it. But it starts with her. And understanding the idea that, well, don't you just want to fulfill her needs? Isn't that the point? Well, yeah, but structured walk. I was like, yeah, no, that's important. Of course it is. But it's just like feeding her. Isn't feeding her important? Well, yeah, but isn't it more important to feed her the best way possible to increase the chances of her living a happy, longer life? Healthier? Like, shit, if we're lean and fit, shouldn't they be? The same with the walk. I was like, what is she enjoying? Like a struggling walk where the whole time, like, you want her, me wanting her to be at my heel next to me? Or how about paying attention and watching her and learning her personality and see who she is and what her needs are? Come to find out, after just having a back and forth with my wife, so hey, she has a lot of wisdom. She's really smart, and she has a lot of understanding of just organic, natural things, such as this one. She's like, why don't you just let her? She likes to explore. Why don't you let her explore the first part of the walk, or how much she needs? Isn't the walk for her? And I was like, oh my gosh, that makes so much sense. So we got a 2-mile walk. It's clearly probably like sometimes half or more than half. Or I just let her, we go in the general direction that we're all going, and the path around the whole park, which is the 2 miles. But I let her sniff. I mean, she is so, ever since I started doing this, she is so fulfilled afterwards. We used to play ball. Well, we still do. Just right now. This is the phase. Like I said, this is the phase we're in. Used to try to get her tired. I used to bring her on the scooter. I used to play ball with her. But even then, she'd love to play ball. She still does love to play ball. Loves to run, to play chase, to get on a bike or anything, something like that, or run around, tire her out, then go for a walk. But even then, after running around for a while, big old whoopee cushion tongue because she's tired, would she go straight for the structured walk? No. She'd be just fascinated by just the smells and the scents and sniffing. She would want to explore the backpack. There's nothing but like just her water bowl and a water bottle in there. No, there's no weight to it. It just gives her that feeling of she's a working dog. We're working. We're on our mission. We're on our daily mission. But it also does help. I mean, the little bit of weight that is on there, the zippers and the material, and it does put a little bit of more work on her. But it's not this. I mean, I'd be surprised if it be over a couple pounds. I mean, and that's like, I'd be surprised if it's even close to being that much. 1.25 pounds or something. I mean, she's lost more weight by eating correctly, way more than 1.5 pounds. Once I got that mindset, I mean, I don't even have to have that whole idea of tiring her out no more. That's just, let her be herself. Let her have her moment. Let her, like a kid, bring in a kid and like, okay, make sure you stay next to me and behave as we go to Disneyland. Like what? Yeah, I mean, you gotta be next to me and you gotta be in your best behavior. Or go to a birthday party where there's gonna be all kinds of fun. Like, no, sit next to me and be at your best behavior, or else, like, oh, come on. Let them do their thing. And I'll even accommodate here. Like, she wants to go smell over here. Yeah, let's go smell. It's all you, baby. This walk is you. Be fulfilled. No, I won't let her, like, get obsessed. If she gets a little too obsessed with it, she starts maybe drooling a little bit, then that's there. She gets a light correction, or she, get put a little tension on the leash, like, because I still have full control of the leash. That's when I know I pay attention to her, and I know it's like, okay, you're getting obsessed. I don't want you to get obsessed, because then you lose notion of just enjoying the smells. I don't let her go into hunting mode. If she wants to chase a squirrel, she's not allowed to chase a squirrel. She can see the squirrel, stare at the squirrel, and then she gets the leave it command, and we get to go. Same with digging. I said no digging. She doesn't not allowed to mess up the landscape. She'll find a squirrel hole or a gopher hole. She'll sniff it. But once it gets too intense, it's let's go. But ultimately, I mean, really, it's just sniffing around. Park it over here. Like, oh my gosh, there's something good over here. What's this? She'll sit there, sniff a little bit, sniff there, and she moves on to the next one. That's all she does. By the time we're like a quarter of the way through, you could just tell she's just relaxed. Obviously, when we get out of the car, we come, like I said, almost every single day. I think it's fair to say that I come 300 days out of the year. Because there is some weekends where we say it's too nice to not. Let's go. And every day is like the first time we're here for her. She loves this place. And sometimes we'll trip them out and go to other parks. Like if it's just a beautiful day, but we know that it's going to be packed here. We got other parks that we go to that is not our... hold on. Okay, go. Got stuck with some branches. It's not our first choice, not our best choice, but we have, alternatives. Also, it helps the brain, helps us get out of the norm. Change is good. Helps, the pooch is also not the same exact smells. But I swear, it's like we just came yesterday, sweet cheeks. We've been here all week. But it's like the first time for her every single time. Once I started doing this, of course, memes would come out on my Instagram. My daughter sent me one that said, thank you for, I think it was the dog, sending a letter to his owner and it said, thank you for slowing down. Thank you for making the walkabout. Let me enjoy the walk. A bunch of memes came out about just letting the dogs, sniff. And I guess, it's up for discussion. Because even you could grab the other two pooches. You could have Boo Boo and Pen. And if you'd like, come on, let's stop and smell. It'd be like, why are we stopping? What are we smelling? They have no interest in that. Boo Boo, every now and again when it gets hot, just wants to kick it in the shade. She overheats a little bit. Pen is the perfect. Like, she just gets into mode, and she could go. I mean, it's almost like there is no tension on the leash at any time. She gets right next to whoever's handling her that day, usually my daughter. And it's no stop. It's just dun, 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 doesn't get ahead, doesn't fall behind, doesn't get distracted. Except if there's like a loud motorcycle, then she does go. She does go. She does turn down for what? But other than that, she's just there. Boo Boo, like I said, she kind of like stops every now and again. I think she's just hoping someone says, you want me to carry you? But that's just, the nature of the corgi. See, like right here, she's just kind of like, hey, I have something here this weekend. A little tree over here. I mean, what's the difference between that tree and that tree? But you gotta do it. It just looks around. And really, it seems like she's just fulfilled, which is my goal of bringing her out here. I just want her to enjoy it. And sure enough, once we get, like I said, halfway, we're coming up here close, maybe, I don't know, maybe another 3, 4, 5 minutes. Where we get to the halfway mark, and it's usually past the halfway mark, except on Mondays. She'll go a little more, and she just automatically, like, okay, I've sniffed enough. I guess it's kind of like maybe having like Cheetos. Like, you could only have so many before you're like, okay, good. You go from freaking addicted chain eating Cheetos to all of a sudden just like, all right, I'm good. And that's what happens to her. I guess she just has enough. She has enough. She's like, okay, cool. And then she just stays right next to me on her own. And there she goes. And if for some reason or another, early on when I started doing this, she would like take the whole leash. And you just do the same technique you do when you have a regular leash. Once she kind of like gets too far, you just stop. You don't pull, you don't the correction, you just let the tension be nice and tight. And even add a little bit of tension. And then the moment she starts walking back towards me, I'll keep the tension. The moment she starts walking towards me, I release it and say, good. And then she knows, like, oh, okay, Papa doesn't want tension on the leash. So I got to make sure that if I ever feel the tension, I just walk towards him. But again, I do my best to help her not create any tension on the leash. because it's all about her. Got a little background music for us here. Oh, tell me when to go. Tell me when to go. Tell me when to go sniff the drummer. Drummer boy, go dumb with the drums. Yeah. They would say, what talent you wish you had that you don't? I've always wanted to know how to rap. I love rap music. I love hip hop. I love rap music. Oh my gosh, it's just, he's going faster and faster. That's a good workout. But man, how I wish I knew how to rap. Freestyle or written, I've tried them both. Not gonna happen no matter how much. That's probably the only thing I've ever tried to get good at that I could not get it launched. I could not get even like okay at. Do not know how to rap. Wish I could. Okay, I was just waiting for the drums to finish because they were distracting. So yeah, once I did that, once I switched over, look, she's still going. And it all depends too. If it's windy, if it's cold, oh man, I guess the scents just get stimulated. If it rained a little bit, because we come out here even if it's rainy, I put my duck boots on and we get up all in the water. Not hardcore. She doesn't like to get too wet, but she'll go, her paws will get in the mud a little bit and in the water, and just have that grounding experience with nature. And that's such a beautiful park, like why not? So once I started doing this, she's checking in. Once I started doing this format and started just understanding that she's just being a dog. I'm letting her. Now, what, all dogs want to do this? Like I was saying, like, no, look at Boo Boo and Pen. They could care less about sniffing. They just want to go for a structured walk. Boo can't wait to get back home and go to sleep. So it's not like all dogs want to do this. It's just knowing your dog, getting to know your dog, understanding what their needs are. Like, she's not a long distance runner, Sweet Cheeks. She's not. Likes to play ball. We could probably toss the ball 8 to 12 times, and then she's like, all right, I'm good. Probably trying to tell me, can we go sniff some trees? But I didn't understand. I didn't know then. Now I do. Now I know to pay attention. When you're getting to know your dog as they get a little older every day, every season, like, what are you into? You like to run? You like to go for car rides? What do you like? Of course, you have a balance. You got to have a sense of direction. Boundaries and limitations, exercise, discipline, affection. But this is the exercise part. What about the exercise do you like? She used to get on the treadmill. Then again, get on the treadmill, go to the park, still not tired, still wanting to sniff. So that's where I think you find out what the needs of the breed are, then what the needs of the actual dog is. Just by paying attention to her and watching and see what she likes to do, she likes to sniff. Hey, no digging. Good girl. And it brought so much joy to me to be able to learn that from my wife. She's just an explorer. She likes to explore. She likes to sniff. But you're right. And I started letting her do that. Maybe about, I don't know, close to 8-9 months ago or a year ago. Maybe longer. I'm not good with dates and times. Might have been a little longer than that. And it's just, like right now, she's starting to lose its luster. She's starting to stay a little closer. Whoopee cushion is out. It's windy and cool, but the sun is down, and she is, wearing a backpack, and she's wearing black. Every now and again, we gotta, like I said, keep her from obsessing, something that gets just a little too stimulating, but she's getting it. Not much. So pay attention. You know, something that I would recommend to you, like it was recommended to me by my wife, is if you're having a trouble, like, man, your dog won't walk, it's just too much. Maybe they just need some exercise. Maybe play ball with them. Maybe you get a long, 20-foot leash and let them go like back and forth. We used to go in this plane right here. I'd go all the way one way, she'd run the other way. I'd go the other way, just to get her tired out. And that may be enough for your dog. And then you could go for a nice calm walk. But after that, she'd still want to sniff. So I just kind of leaned into it and said, you know what? We like to explore. We like to sniff. You're right there at the borderline. Let's go. Come on. There you go. And that's it. I mean, she's kind of like chilling. Ears are back. She's loving it. By the time we get to the next corner, that's usually when she's done. And that's one of the things I enjoy the most, is paying attention to my pooches, trying to become a better dog owner every season of my life. I'm with the team that loves to do the same thing. My wife, my adult kids, their loved ones. Just doing my best to be the best example, and be still, as a grown man, is still showing that, hey, you're never done learning. You could always do your best to become better, a better version of you. There's always room to improve and become better. Your conscience is always telling you how you could become better. And if you continuously just work on bettering your attitude, it'll trickle down all the way down to your habits, which your habits create your reality, create your real world. You want a better real world, continue to improve your habits. And go up the ladder. The thing that controls your habits ultimately is your attitude. Any questions about sniffing sweet cheeks? Well, actually, you know what? Yeah, leave those in the comments if you do. But if you're a fur baby owner, if you're a dog owner, leave it in the comments. Let me know what kind of dogs you have. 1, 2, and then how many of them, the breed, how many, and how long have you had them. I'm gonna go enjoy sweet cheeks and this walk. See you guys on the next one.